I'm going to let you in on a secret. This is one of the most important skills a young man like you can improve on. As a young man, you should become memorable in your life. Maybe you have someone in mind who you want to speak like. What if I told you, when you start to learn this skill and improve it, everything in your life will start to get easier? Because whatever you do, you are always speaking to someone. Take a moment to think of how powerful this is. When you can speak well, you can do absolutely anything in your life. Get money, get girls, get friends. All of it, bro. But there is a big but. Most of us are trash at speaking, let's be honest. Here's the thing. I am naturally an introvert, and I always thought when I was younger that only the people who are extroverted and loud can have this superpower. I was so wrong. One time I was in class, I was 14 years old, and this girl I had a crush on for years was about to transfer to another school. I wanted to say goodbye to her. I thought it will make her like me. But I didn't know how to do it. I was scared to death. Suddenly, I somehow got enough courage to do this. She was a blonde, fit, cute girl, and she was mostly wearing skirts in the summer, which I love on girls for some reason. I stood up and started walking to her, and everyone was hugging her goodbye, so I decided to join them. Still scared to death. One cute detail, I have never spoken to her properly before. And so I went in for a hug, and I instantly felt my legs get unstable and shaky. I felt sweat run down my forehead. I got paralyzed. I couldn't speak a word. My friend, as this was happening in my body, I felt and heard her cringe a little bit. Bro, that was such a traumatic experience. Yeah, and this was my everyday life. This was my daily experience in school and in everywhere, bro. Until I started doing the right things in my life, which you are gonna learn in this video. I thought that it was just my experience that this was happening to me. But this is more common than you think, my friend. Just recently, I had a conversation with one guy and I was teaching him how to get girls. I was shocked to see that he has similar problems to me back in my school years. Absolutely nobody teaches you this shit. They want you to be a nice slave who can't stand up for himself and who can't influence the world with his word. It is powerful, that's why. So let me teach you how to become a master speaker in your 20s. Honestly, there's a million of things I can teach you about social skills and how to speak properly. But really there are only a few key things which will give you the 80% of the benefits. So let's go. The first one is start with a reason, my friend. Here's the thing. For us to get great at speaking, you have to see the bigger picture. Like, what's the reason you are gonna be doing this? For us to get you from point A to point B, you must realize why you are doing it. You must think deeply and realize yourself that when you improve this, everything in your life, every aspect of your human existence will improve. You'll no longer feel like a weird guy because now you can speak, now you can talk to people. Because it's so autistic, right? When I was younger, I couldn't even speak. I felt so weird when I was around people that I couldn't even exist properly. Then you will have confidence, right? So many things. I can go for hours giving you the benefits. But my friend, you must realize this yourself. You must realize and think how this is going to help you. I'll give you a warning. This will be hard because they don't want you to do this. But this is what's gonna give you that edge over everybody else. You may want to write this next part down, so grab a piece of paper and a pen and write down every reason you can think of right now why you have to become a master speaker. It may look something like this. For example, I want to become a master speaker because I have no friends. I want to get girls because I'm lonely. I want to be able to speak to my parents. I want to be able to walk around life with confidence. These things come up as much as you can, as many ideas. I'll give you mine, bro. My big reason was, back in the day, I can't talk to people. I must know how to talk to become successful. Plus, it makes life more enjoyable. And I don't live this autistic experience. That was my reason back in the day why I wanted to become a master speaker, and I think I've come a long way. If you spoke to me before, you would definitely see the jump, the big leap I made. So, once you have found your why, let's go over the second point. You may already know this, but in case you don't, Tate said it the best. Practice makes better. Analyze yourself, my friend. I'm quoting Tate here. All of us are speaking our whole lives, so how come I speak better? Many of you are older than me, so you had more time to practice. But you still are trash. This is where analyzing becomes powerful, my friend. And here's what's most important about this for you. Now that you are aware of this, I want you to play a little game with yourself when you speak to anyone. Every time you talk to someone, try to notice all of the small things which are coming out of your mouth, and the small things you are doing with your body. And I'm telling you, you will start to notice all of the unnecessary things you are doing. For example, you are playing with a pen, you have twitchy movements, bad eye contact, or you are saying things which make you look stupid, which perfectly transitions to the next point. So analyze yourself and fix all of the mistakes you are doing. So the next tip I'll give you is number 3. Stop using internet slang and filler words. This is one of the fastest ways you can sharpen your communication. When I was in school, all of my classmates and I were using words which I can't even say here on YouTube. It made us feel cool. We felt different saying these things. However, the brutal truth is, when you are using internet slang, you look like a dummy. There was one day in school when the teacher was giving us our test results. And one of my classmates, let's call him Mike, the teacher gave him the result and he was like, "Thanks lol," to the teacher. To this day I still feel the second-hand embarrassment I once felt, bro. So the first part of this, get rid of internet slang. Real men don't use that shit. Real men speak like real men. I hope you will be mature enough someday that you can realize this. So here's the real sauce. Get rid of your filler words as well, such as like, you know, and all of this bullshit which make you look stupid. Once I stopped doing this, I noticed how stupid everybody else sounds. When you get rid of it, you will notice that your sentences will feel like they are flowing. Listen to how I'm speaking right now. English is not even my native language and it flows and sounds better than most native speakers. I am from Slovakia. I don't speak English there. I got a good alternative for you. Replace and as with pausing. Not only will you remove filler words, but you will also sound smarter and more confident. And it gives you time to think about what to say next if you need it. Hey Lucas, how are you doing today? I feel good, Hey Lucas, how are you today? I'm good, thanks for asking, my friend. It's so simple, but it's such a drastic difference. Stop doing that shit. I'll give you a bonus tip here. Think of your 10 out of 10 ideal man. Does he use filler words or internet slang? It would make him look dumb, and it makes you look dumb. Numero 4. Storytelling leaves a lasting impression. In other words, it makes you memorable. Picture this, right? You are sitting at a cafe enjoying your coffee, and the sun is touching your face while you look at the beautiful sunset falling down below a wild sea. You are in Thailand. Suddenly, a cute Thai girl taps your shoulder and she asks if she can sit next to you because every table here is full. You look around and you see it's not. So you know exactly why she is here while you look at your pumped arms with veins all over it. So you agree. You talk for hours and then you decide to get her number. I have to interrupt this story right here. Although this happened to me a few months ago, you started seeing the scene almost perfectly, didn't you? You will remember it for a while. Now, this is what will get people to remember you. Start to see everything that happens to you as a potential story you can tell people. This works especially when you are explaining some concepts to people. For example, I can say, if you work out every day, you will have a sexy body. Or I can say, when I was on Malta, this cute girl said she wants to touch my abs with a smile on her face. That reminded me of the hard work I put in the gym every day. Same thing said very differently. I see everything as a story. For example, this happened yesterday to me. Me and my friend were in the gym and I learned a very valuable lesson. I know most people there, but there was this one guy who I didn't know his name. He walks to me, we handshake and we speak a little bit about his workout. Then I feel the uncomfortable feeling when I'm about to ask his name. I say, "What's your name, by the way? I see you every day in here." Let's call him Jamal. Jamal introduces himself and as he does, I see sparkle in his eyes because now he feels important. Someone popular in the gym asked for his name. That makes him feel important. As I was leaving, I saw him smile below his nose. That put a smile on my face. That was so wholesome. So be the first one to ask for people's names. Bro, I just gave you a free advice here. Accidentally. I think you see the power in storytelling now, so let's move on. Number 5, my friend. Be genuinely interested in the other person. Let's be honest, bro. You probably don't even know how proper conversations should sound like. You think that it's always you talking, you giving some information out, when in reality it's not. You think it's like this because you see on YouTube and on every platform online that people are just speaking to you on camera like I'm doing right now. But in reality, bro, in real life, it's not like that. What you see here on YouTube is different. You wouldn't be speaking to someone in real life like I am to you right now. In real life, it's more like you are listening to the other person. It's more of like a discussion. You say something, the person says something, but the golden rule is listen more than you speak. Talk about the other person way more than you talk about you. The reason is people love to speak about themselves. People love it so much. I'll give you an example. I was on a job interview once and I spoke almost nothing about myself, but I was speaking to the, how do you say it, employer, the guy who was trying to recruit me or something, whatever. I was talking to him about him and how he does a good job with improving the company when he's recruiting other people. And believe it or not, when this was our conversation, it made him like me more, which made him want to hire me. He ended up saying that I should work for them, but I didn't really like the company, so I declined the offer, respectfully. People want to feel important. The best way you can do that is to talk more about them. Nobody gives a fuck about you, bro. I can almost guarantee you every conversation you will have from now on will be better if you speak about the other person more. I'm not saying that you should not say a word about yourself. Shut the fuck up. You should still speak about yourself, but less. Much less. More about the other person. And bro, you should also show genuine interest, which is the second part of this point. The thing is, it's so easy for us to be selfish and so deep into ourselves that we forget that we can learn anything from anyone. Adopt this mentality, bro. You can literally learn anything from anyone. There was this cute girl I was talking to and she was talking to me about the books she had read. Now I'm smarter. I know something I didn't know before because I have this mentality that I can learn from anyone. So when you have that mentality, you will show genuine interest in the other person, and that will make him feel like he's the only person in the entire world with you. And that is powerful. The last point, my friend, is appearance matters a lot. When I say appearance, I mean 3 things, which are style, your physique, and grooming. These 3 are so powerful that if you get all of them right, you instantly look different in front of their eyes. Not only that, but you will also feel different in your own skin, which will project into the space. I'm going to speed run these 3, so let's go. With style, it's obvious, bro. Don't be dressed like a homeless man or a kid who's going to school and his mom dressed him. With physique, if you are fat, people are instantly gonna respect you less because they can see with their very eyes that you don't even respect yourself. On the other hand, if you look aesthetic, if you have like nice veins on your arms and you can fill your shirt with your arms, That gives people the impression that you care about yourself, which will then make them respect you more. Imagine this. You're walking down the street and you see two guys. One is fat, one is muscular. Who do you respect more? Obviously the one who's muscular, so don't even argue about this. So when you speak and you look muscular, instant difference, bro. And grooming, my friend, I'm gonna put on a picture right here how I looked a few months ago. It was in December 2023. My beard was so unkempt and my hair was so wild that you could almost mistake me for a homeless man. If you can't grow a beard, just keep your face clean shaven. That's the best thing you can do. If you can grow a beard, keep it nice and tidy, trimmed. I'll give you one golden rule. If you have wild hair, keep your beard really light. But if you have short hair like me, you can grow a very wild beard. It's a contrast, you know. You can't have both. Because when you have wild beard and wild hair, you look like a homeless man. Honestly, bro, I planned on giving you 6 more tips right here, but I decided to only give it to the members of the new 1%. If you're interested, my friend, click the first link in the description. Join us. I'll see you in another banger. Bah!